In this video, you'll learn how to do a scatter plot for Lab 1 with the free Excel through your eWolf. So the first thing, you want to log into your eWolf account. Once you log into your eWolf account, you want to look for the Office 365 icon. Click on it, and you will see that all these Microsoft apps on the side that is free for Front Range Community College students to use. So we want to pick Excel, and you want to pick New Blank Workbook. Once you're in the blank workbook, you want to put physical characteristic, which is height in my case in column A. And in column B, you want to put physical activity, which is breath holding in my case. Once you've done that, you can key in the numbers that you collect for the experiment from your data table. So I'm just going to make up some numbers. So each column, you should have about 8 to 10 numbers because you have 8 to 10 people that you can work with to collect your data. But in my case, I'm just going to put in 4 to show you how the graph is done. So I'm going to highlight all the numbers that I have, and I'm going to click Insert, go under different chart types. You want to look for scatter. The first one is what you want. Once the graph show up on the screen, you want to double click on the graph, and then all these options will show on the side. So let's start with chart title. So the chart title for this graph is correlation between height and breath holding. You want your graph title to always be kind of descriptive, so when you look back later on, you will know what the graph is about. So now once we've done this, you'll see that it show up nicely on the top of the graph. Now let's then go to the next one we want is horizontal axis. We'll skip legend. So click on horizontal axis. So horizontal axis is going to be your x-axis. So you want to go all the way down until you see axis title. You want to turn it green by clicking it once, and then the options show up to type in your axis title. So for my x-axis, it's going to be height, physical characteristic, and I do have a unit, which is centimeter. For you guys, it can be inches or whatever unit that you use. And once I've done that, you will see that the axis title show up nicely under the graph. And then once we type that, we want to go to major grid line and unhighlight it. So now we get rid of the major grid line. So then the next thing we want to do is vertical axis. We do the same thing as the horizontal. We want to find the axis title, make it green. In my case, my y-axis title will be breath holding, the physical activity, and my unit is going to be in minutes. So once I've done that, you see that it show up nicely on the y-axis. And then I don't want my major grid line, just like the horizontal axis. So now you see that I have no more boxes in my graph. So the last thing you want to do is go to series 1. When you click on it, you want to go look for trend line number 1, which is at the bottom. Click on it, it will turn green. Trend line will connect all the data dots that you have. Okay, so we're done with this graph, so I'm going to close the chart option, and now I'm going to show you how to do Pearson coefficient. So first thing you want to do is highlight a blank cell like this, and then you go to this symbol, hit more function. Under category, you want to find statistical. Under statistical, you want to find Pearson, which is right here. And then you hit OK. And in this box here, they will show you the formula or the way to get the Pearson coefficient. So array 1 is your A column. So you just highlight all the numbers. And after that, you put a comma. And then now you go to array 2, which is the next column here in red. And after you've done that, you put a parenthesis at the end like this. And then you hit enter. And you see your Pearson coefficient will appear in the blank cell that you highlighted. My Pearson coefficient is a minus number because my trend line is trending downward. So once you've done the Pearson coefficient and the graph with all the title, actually the series we don't need, we can delete that. You want to save your graph with a proper name. So I will say lab 1 correlation graph. And the nice thing about using the eWolf account to do your Excel is that they're automatically saved to your eWolf account. So it doesn't matter where or what computer you use, you can always log into your eWolf account and be able to pull the graph out anywhere, anytime you want. So you see that my title is saved. And so anytime you log into your eWolf account, go to your Microsoft 365 and you find all your graph there in one place.